What's up with it, man?
What's happening, man? What's happening?
I got you live on the driver's seat, man. Appreciate you fucking
sir.
with me, man. You know, we got an up and coming legend with multiple avenues, man. I'm hearing you just got home from a bid, man. Kind of tell me about that. I kind of want to know, like, what is prison like? You know what I'm saying?
Man, it is a whole different world from here, man.
Yeah.
Whole different world, man. It's like a world up under a world trapped up under a rock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, let's not get it twisted. The state and the feds are two different beds, man.
Okay, so you did Fed time.
I did Fed time.
Which one is worse, you think?
Well, it used to be state. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I always thought. Yeah.
But now, the feds done got bad. You know what I'm saying? The feds is bad, man, because it's like everything done went to shit, man. And like, you got to be in the car, you know what I'm saying? Which is not really like, it's like a gang, you know what I'm saying? But if you from Texas, you riding with Texas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you came in and you on gang time.
Okay.
So you blood, crip, GD, disciple and stuff, you go with your people. If not, you riding with your state. You know what I'm saying?
So it ain't really race related like that in the feds, or?
Yeah, it's race related too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's separated by, you know what I'm saying, black, white, Mexican, you know what I'm saying? And then comes the gangs and then comes hometown.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's stacked up like that, you know, but off the muscle, that paperwork gotta be right. You know, unless, you know, it's levels to this shit. So you got camps, lows, mediums.
Yeah.
You know, you can kind of slide through the cracks if you're a rat or you fucked up some type of way, pedophile, something like that.
Yeah.
If you go to one of them. But if you go to the penitentiary, the federal penitentiary, the smooth program, or you going to ADX or anything like that, man, that paperwork got to be right, bro.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Because if not, you get gutted at the door like a fish.
For real?
Yeah, ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Yeah.
You know?
So they already
because we all look at it like this, no matter where you come from, that could have been me that you told on.
Exactly.
That could have been my daughter you put your hands on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So ain't no letting you make it. You know, from the time you walk in that door, everybody ignoring you until that paperwork comes. You got 2 weeks to get, 30 days to get that paperwork.
Damn.
And once it come in,
and that's how you pretty much know the order of ranking, you know, your system. Based off the paperwork and shit like that.
Based off the paperwork.
So
but a lot of
I used to think feds was like, not to cut you off, I used to think the feds was more like dorms and like more like a money, since it's more money related. I used to think, or the explanation I was getting of it, it was like a college dorm. It was more like, it was like a little easier and softer than state penitentiary.
And that way it is and it's not.
It's more comfortable.
You know what I'm saying? It's more comfortable, but when you walk in the door, you know what I'm saying? The people might tell you, yo, you in F3.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Send you to that dorm, but at the same time, they ain't running nothing.
Yeah.
The inmates running. So once you get past that point, you got Texas cells, Louisiana cells, you got New York cells, you got Honduran cells.
That's crazy.
You got African cells. So, you know what I'm saying? Unless your bag that big that you can buy your cell and stuff, you got to go where they tell you to go.
Damn. And that's crazy, because so do you think, off your prison experience and your free world experience, do you think people stick together more in prison and in the free world, or is it vice versa? Because what you saying, black people sticking together, hometown sticking together, bloods, GDs, is that more where people stick together
it's most stuck together in prison.
Damn, that's crazy.
And it's by law. You know, you have to. You know, we separated by our own little bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But when it come down to it and shit, when that shot get called, ain't nobody trying to hear nothing about he cool, let him make it, don't stab him. Everything black get attacked. You know what I'm saying? Everything Mexican plexing. You know, everything white, you know what I'm saying? Kite it out.
Yeah, that's pretty much,
that's how it's going down.
For the rest of the time, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Do you feel slighted by your bid? Do you feel like it was fair? Like, how do you look at, like, the judicial system now that you actually been through it firsthand? Do you feel like you got what you deserve? Do you feel like 10 years is too harsh? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel about it?
It was definitely harsh. You know, you have a gang of people that's in there who don't deserve to be in there. Then you got a gang of people in there and stuff that just, you belong there. It really, you know what I'm saying? I used to think that that's not for no man, you know, but depending on what you did, you got to go somewhere. If don't nobody kill you, there's a place for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you got some pretty good guys, man, that's locked behind the walls that'll never see daylight, man.
Man.
Never
based
see
off
daylight.
A mistake or based off their mistake or based off the judicial
both,
system?
Both. Mostly the system, but then again, by design.
Yeah.
By design. You know, we're created to go downhill.
Yeah.
Because when you in the slummed out area, you're not going to just settle for I'm hungry. You're going to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You're going to go out and hustle. You're going to grind. You're going to rob. You're going to steal. You're going to do something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to accept drugs and you're going to hustle. But it was all placed here for that reason.
Based off lack of opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
you know
just
what I'm
had
saying?
this argument
It's
yesterday.
one big old pot of gumbo, man, that they mix up. And it come all the way back from the Willie Lynch syndrome. If we just stir the pot one time, we ain't got to stir it no more. They'll keep it going.
Yep, I agree. Man, I totally agree. And that's the best way that I heard it explained. Because I just had this argument with somebody yesterday. I said, somebody growing up in DeSoto experience as a black man gonna be different than somebody that grew up in Pleasant Grove.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a totally different experience.
True.
But you would think as a black person, everybody got the same opportunities if you grew up in a better neighborhood. Your mindset gonna look at the other black person, why he can't do what I'm doing? Not realizing he got a lack of opportunities. You know what I'm saying?
Lack of opportunity.
And was you rapping before you went in, or did that develop?
Yeah, I was rapping before I went in.
Okay.
You know, I don't want to really get into too much of that because of legalities of the situation. But you know, I was up under no limit.
Okay.
Certain situations happened, got blackballed, so we gonna move on from that.
Yeah.
But and that's another thing that made me turn to the streets, because if you can't eat the way you want to eat, you eat how you have to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that. And then, like, how do you feel like the biggest changes from like when you went in to now? Like, what's the biggest changes from 10 years ago to now? Because I know the internet was pretty much just kind of brewing around, you know, what, 2010,
I'm still learning. I'm still learning. Everything from Facebooks to all these different websites, I'm still learning, man.
Yeah.
You know, everybody typing, pecking, and doing all
cell
phones and stuff. When I came out, it was like The Walking Dead. I'm tripping. I'm looking at people talking, but no phone in their hand, not knowing what a
Bluetooth.
Yeah, Bluetooth was. You know, I'm tripping. I'm looking and stuff like, man, this bitch talking to herself. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
You know, everything was new. It's just new to me. You know, and you know, niggas used to grind real hard back then. Before I went in, you know, you had your slab riders out here, the dope boys and shit. Everybody hustling just to show off that trophy, that nice piece. Now it seemed like the women got the bag.
Man,
the women got the bag, bro. I'm sitting up there looking at this firsthand, like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, because women got a lot of opportunities. They using niggas, they using their bodies. You know what I'm saying? They got more platforms to get money on. And shit, everybody just want a bad bitch. I think they are the trophies. The slabs that you seen, the bad bitches are the trophies now, I would think. The internet is the show off place. So if you got you a bitch, it's pretty much looking better than being better. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of like probably the biggest change that like what you speaking of. Because there was really no internet before you know what I'm saying? Like 2010, 2009, there was no internet.
There was still MySpace out there.
Exactly.
And at the most, Moco Space was all you ever heard of.
Exactly.
So
Black
me coming out to all this, Black Planet. So you coming out to all this, asking where all that, and they're like, what's that?
Exactly.
What's that? So it making me feel like a dinosaur, bro. I'm like, huh?
But yeah, you just, man, you been home less than a year, right?
Less than a year, man.
So,
got out January 1st. You know, I stayed 6 months in the halfway house, got out and, you know, just hit the ground running, man. I'm hungry, I'm starving, you know?
Yeah.
So I gotta get it.
Yeah, because you done linked up with George Lopez. That's who reached out to me to set this up. Shout out G-Lo. That's like
Big G.
That's like a big Dallas, Texas legend, man. And how did you link in with him? Did you know him beforehand, after? Like,
no, I never knew George. I always heard about George, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes of this, that, and the third when it came to the mixtape game.
Yeah.
You know, the DSR and all this type of stuff. And I was a fan of Tux back then.
Man.
You know,
still a fan.
Yeah, still a fan, you know. Looking to link up with him right now and drop something.
Yeah.
But I pretty much just hunted him down and stuff and just was like, man, I need this opportunity, man.
Yeah, that's live. Cause that was just the guy probably that was ringing in your head the whole time, or
Yeah, because
you
everybody else that I met has been kind of full of shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it like that. They full of shit. Yeah. You know, everybody saying, yeah, I got this to offer, I got that to offer, let's do this. You go to the studio, everybody smoking, drinking, passing out fucking hoes. I'm like, man, I'm trying to eat. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to eat this track. I ain't concerned about her, no blunts, none of that, man. I need to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm running around with a big old backpack on, and they like, what's in it? They thinking guns in it. There ain't nothing but paper up in there.
Man, so you was writing a lot in prison?
Yeah. Man, I've written over 200 novels, bro. You know, like 6, 7 movies and stuff. Still write. Cartoons and stuff. I didn't even know I could draw. Now I can say this one thing, you know, about prison, because I respect the fact that it allow you to find yourself or lose yourself. Man. You know what I'm saying? And I found me. I found me.
So the arts is like you just dove deeper into the arts. Every aspect of it.
Every aspect of it, bro. I didn't know I can draw. I didn't know I can write plays and all this stuff. I really just started grabbing books and just reading anything. Because, you know, in the past, that's what they said. If you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book.
Exactly. So do you feel like you became a better person because of prison?
This round? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
So you think you probably, it kind of might have saved your life in a way?
It did. So? It did.
Damn, that's what's up. It did.
Because really, I didn't even know if I was going to get out of there or not. Not alive anyway. Yeah. Because you get so caught up into the life of trying to watch your back. I mean, people don't know how it is to have to walk around 24 hours with these heavy ass boots on. Yeah. Walk around with 3 knives on you, and you got to worry about the officers catching you with the knife. Man. You know what I'm saying? Or being caught without one and getting gutted. Man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They can click off, jump off at any time. You got to have security around you to even take a damn shower. Man. You know what I'm saying?
Did you experience any riots while you was in there?
Man, so many. Man. So many.
That's crazy.
So many.
That's a whole different life.
I mean, you get used to it and stuff. When you on the telephone talking to your people and somebody right next to you, 3 deep, gutting the hell out of somebody and blood is splashing all over you, and you just turn around and keep talking.
Damn. That shit crazy.
It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah. Do you feel like you lost a lot of people while you was in there? Like, did you lose a lot of relationships?
I lost everything almost. Yeah. Everything.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Everything.
Anybody stayed down with you through that whole time or was consistent with you? You know what I'm saying?
My oldest daughter, Kiana. Shouts out to Kiana King. You know. Yeah. She stayed down with me even when she couldn't figure out how to do so. Yeah. She made sure she stayed on top of me.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And as far as now, like the music too, what you think the biggest difference in the music since you?
It's a big difference, man. I mean, like, there's not a lot of prolific speakers now. Yeah. You know, they're not using a platform for what it needs to be used for. This jibber jabber, whatever they talking about, they just creating bars and stuff that don't make no sense. Yeah. And then half of them not even matching the chorus lines, you know? Yeah. Now the beat, spanking, you know? But then you got those who just pretty much, they can't even write a beat no more, half of them. It's just crazy.
And do you feel like, man, how hard was it to write songs without a beat, actually, in jail? Like, do you
think
you just had a beat in your
head? Man, prison got some of the best way to ever write a song and create a beat is the atmosphere around you. Everything around you becomes some part of a beat. Man. If you know how to use it. The table, your chest, the wall, you know what I'm saying? Somebody tapping their feet. Somebody speaking in a manner that is on beat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everything becomes melodic.
Yeah. Do you feel like now, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly how old you is. We don't gotta expose that, but being a rapper over 30 right now, I feel like it's always a challenge. They say it's a young man game. How do you feel about, is it possible? Do you feel like you discouraged? Do you feel like that's an obstacle? How do you look at it in your mind? You know what I'm saying?
No, the only obstacle is there. It's them. Yeah. You know, it's not an obstacle to me because if I can do it, I can do it, and I'm gonna do it well. Yeah. You know, nothing is gonna stop me from getting this bag or discouraging me from doing what I love to do. Yeah. Some of them do it for a business, and then you have some that do it for the love of it, the art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm passionate about this. Always has been since I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing I can't speak on.
Yeah, I like that, man. Even though you don't really see a lot of. One of my favorite rappers right now is Money Man. He like 35, but you know what I'm saying? That's considered all in the rap. That's considered all in the rap world, but you know, you got other genres like pop, country, all these other genres don't have no age limit. So why do you feel like rap is like that to where, you know what I'm saying?
They made that up. They made it up because they can't compete. You know what I'm saying? When you can't compete with something, you got to sit up there and put a roadblock in the way and stuff to stop a person from getting to you and knocking you over.
Yeah. Because you do got a few out here. You got some Snoops with the respect. You got, you know what I'm saying? But it was a different era. In the internet era, I'm not sure if we got anybody that's born now that's being cultivated with them core fan bases like a Boosie, like a Pac, you know what I'm saying? Like a Snoop. But we'll see though. It's just NBA Youngboy is the first one. But you know what I'm saying? I don't really know if we got anybody with a core fan base. Do you think like right now anybody could come out with like dance or party records anymore? Because it kind of saying like that music is done. More of the street music is to the forefront.
I heard about it while I was locked up, and I was just shaking my head, you know. But now, you know, you starting to get a lot of more gangsterism. You know what I'm saying? A lot of more storytelling, and a lot of more people are actually starting to come to life and be themselves. You know. And even at a cost, should I say, because rather than chasing a bag, you know what I'm saying, they're ready to pop their mag.
Exactly. Because I feel like, people are dying and getting incarcerated off of their lyrics, off their videos, off, damn, it's the same murder weapon that was used in here. You know,
it's all about street credits now. And now back in the day, you know what I'm saying, street credits was the thing to do. You know what I'm saying? But let's be honest, you know, it was all just entertainment. Nobody really cared about that until society started saying, well, he fake. I know him. He from my hood. He walking cars at the car wash. He be at my granny house smoking crack or doing this and doing that. You know? But the brother got a skill. You know what I'm saying? And it's just music. It's entertainment. And they just took it out of content. And then the beef started. You know, instead of beefing with the police or the justice system or, you know, against what's wrong in society, we started beefing with each other. And we beefed so hard with each other and stuff till it fell out of the music and into a magazine.
So you think, that was deep what you just said. Do you think that shit is by design as well, or is that just our own self-destruction?
It's definitely by design, because the #1 killer out here right now is the internet. And it's backed by the 1%ers of the world.
I agree, man. I totally agree with that. The internet mixed with the streets is what's causing our destruction.
Back in the day, you know, you could sit up there and have two people who got a problem with each other, and they can get out there and fight it out, and they're gonna walk away from it. That's a man. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. You had shots popped and all this kind of stuff, you know, but it's not like it is today. You know, you put something, we can get into it right now, and then go on the internet with it. It's a whole different story, because the whole world know about it now. And even though I left it alone, they won't leave it alone.
And the shit gonna be recorded.
It's gonna be recorded. It's in your face 24 and more. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna make you feel some type of way too. So to avenge the situation, you finna go get that iron and pop that boy, or either end up popping yourself. Because your feelings done got involved. Whoever says sticks and stones will break my bones, but words that never hurt me, that's the biggest lie they ever told.
Real talk.
Because words cut. Words cut. You know what I'm saying? It's a double-edged sword.
Now, who are some rappers you think, like right now, with you just getting out, that you would collaborate with or go on tour? This could be nationwide or local. Like, who are some people you think that you would fool with or would match your lane, match your energy as far as a track?
I would say Lil Baby.
That's a good one.
I like the Baby too. I like both of them. Dirk. You know, these boys are telling stories and they speaking what they see. And some of what they going through. You know, that's an artist. An artist paints a picture. no matter how grimy, how ugly it may seem, they're going to paint it in a fashion that you can understand and feel their pain.
Yeah.
Rather just sitting up there saying some shit that don't make no damn sense.
Yeah, and you think pretty much, damn, so you've been really engulfing yourself, because those are some newer artists. You think you've been engulfing yourself in the music since you've been out listening to everything and just getting the vibe?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's live. And shit, why the name Ice Gizzle, man? That was another thing. I thought that was pretty pretty unique and still pretty dope. You know,
well, back in the day it was Animal.
Okay.
You know, and when I got kicked out of a certain situation, I had to leave my name because it was assigned to the company.
Okay.
You know. Yeah. So me not knowing the business side of things screwed me around. I got blackballed. So then we turned around and stuff, and the streets was just like, we're gonna call you Ice Jeezy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been Ice Jeezy all this time, but when I came out, you know, George did a little internet surfing and found out that like a year ago, some little cat came out using my name.
Damn.
So it was like either take them to court and fight for the name, you know what I'm saying, or just drop it. You know what I'm saying? And name yourself something else, because he said really it's a mess. That's a mess.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you know what? We just gonna call it Gizzle, because pretty much that's the same thing. Jeezy, Gizzle, it's just the past tense of, you know.
Exactly. And what do you think
name.
like your upbringing, what do you think your upbringing influenced like some of the decisions you made to end you up in the feds?
Man, all of my decisions influenced me to end up in the feds, and I done state time 3 times. Like my paperwork out there. I'm one of those who live what they talk about.
Yeah.
You know,
and what
it ain't nothing to brag on.
Yeah.
But back then you would.
Exactly. And what about as far as, you know, do you feel like your upbringing influenced any of those decisions, or you just feel like it's all on you? Like, how did you grow up? Was it, you know what I'm saying?
Wow. I grew up in Chapel City, New Orleans. Okay. You know, bouncing back and forth here. My mother was from New Orleans.
Okay.
And my sperm donor is from Texas. Okay. So she left right after I was born and brought me to New Orleans, and I pretty much grew up there. Then came back, started bouncing back and forth when I got old enough to make my own decisions, you know. But I grew up in the foster care system, doing a lot of, man, I did a lot. Some things it's just I'm not gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying? But I had a wild childhood, man. Yeah. When I was 8, you know, I ran away from the system. Yeah. The foster care system, and pretty much living up under the Magnolia Projects. Not in it, but up under it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I had nowhere to go. But I knew the police wouldn't chase me there. Man. So I lived up under there. I ate off the ground, ate out of trash cans and stuff. I begged. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did what I needed to do. And then the big homies started noticing me. You know what I'm saying? They started saying, look, hold this, hold that. Police come do a raid and shit. I got all the guns. Man. You know what I'm saying? So that's where Cut Boy came from.
Yeah, because I know New Orleans ain't nothing to play with. I just went out there for the first time like 2 years ago, and it's still like that. I mean, that's one of the places. Louisiana in general, I think everywhere in Louisiana damn near like that.
Yeah, it's
really the slums. Like it's really every pretty much. A lot
of people don't even know that slavery still do exist, and so does plantations. Man. There are active plantations still open till this day.
Man, in Louisiana, right? Because that was a big
in
slave
Louisiana. And most of them are owned by the former slaves that lived on those plantations.
Man, that's crazy. The slave or the slave owners?
No, the slaves. Wow. The house nigga.
Man.
Because when the house owners passed away, that's who they left the property to.
Man, that's deep.
They left it to their house niggas.
And Louisiana is pretty much like the hub of like slavery. Yeah, that's crazy, man. And right now, man, like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Like, what's some endeavors you want to do now that you done hit the ground running? Like, where do you see yourself?
Man, I'm trying to brand myself, man, and become a household name, man. Yeah. From movies, to action figures, you know.
Yeah.
Everything, clothing, everything. I mean, I got a few designs that I've created that I pretty much is I'm gonna keep that on the hush. I don't want anybody to steal my idea. But as soon as they fall out, it's game over, man. Dominoes, they falling.
So you really like an Ice Cube out here or something like that. One of these people that's doing multiple ventures, you know what I'm saying? That's a good...
I mean, you pretty much have to wear 5 or 6 hats to be out here. I learned that. Yeah. You know, because just doing the regular 9 to 5, it ain't gonna get you nowhere, especially for nobody like me. Let's get it straight. Ain't no 401k for a nigga like me. You know what I'm saying?
So
I done did too much.
And shit, before we get up out of here, man, one thing I want to know with everything you got going, and some of your influences, who is the top 5 rappers of all time in your opinion? You know,
in my opinion, well, Pac #1.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Number 2, I would say Biggie. 3, I would say Ice Cube. 4, let me see, 4. I would say Soulja Slim.
Man, you gotta say him.
I would say so. Yeah, I would say Soulja Slim.
See, most people from New Orleans, whole top 5 is from New Orleans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody I done talked to from New Orleans, they don't even put a Pac in there. They put Soulja Slim as number 1.
And Wayne gotta be 5.
Yeah, greatest rapper of all time.
All time. All times.
Yeah, man. But sure, you heard it here first, man. I appreciate you rocking with me. We got somebody upcoming. Y'all need to look out for our Ice Gizzle. And shit, we on the driver's seat with it, man.